in the upper left, in the blue, one of the best Protosses around. He is
Master Wongjin Stars SOS.
And over here in the bottom right, in the red, one of the best StarCraft 1 Zergs of all time. He is
New challenger CJ Entus Effort.
All right.
Alrighty.
Now we sit back and wait to see what they're going to do.
Yep, it'll be a few minutes before they have all their ducks in a row, if you will, and have everything set up so they can start attacking.
In a line.
Yeah.
Or an arrow pointing north, perhaps.
So, let's talk for a little bit, Artosis.
Let's talk.
Whose ID is better, SOS or Effort?
You know what? I'm going to go with Effort. What do you think?
I was actually going to go with SOS.
It was a hard one. It was a hard one. And my initial thought was Effort. Then I'm like, oh, I might like SOS better. And I thought, you know what? Your initial gut reaction is actually oftentimes more correct than rethinking. I don't want to doubt myself. I'm a confident person.
You read that book blank. All right, I know. No, you know, it's so funny. We see some of these pro gamers actually changing their IDs frequently, which is really too bad because, you know, this is a marketing thing, but once you make your ID, that's your brand, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the Beatles can't change their name to the Cockroaches. I mean, it might not. People might think they're two different. It might not translate. People might think they're two different bands, you know?
Yeah. You know, and oftentimes people don't really like Cockroaches anyways, whereas people generally seem to be indifferent against beetles.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, beetles are one of the largest, genus of insects. There are a ton of different types of beetles.
That makes sense.
Like a huge amount of different types.
Oh my God, he's going to cannon rush again.
Now, is he actually going to go through with this? He did make the forge.
He does have the forge.
He might just be thinking.
I'm gonna be blown away if this is going to be the third game I've casted with SOS.
He's actually
doing a cannon rush that works there. So here's it's a positioning thing here, guys. Watch, he'll make the cannon. He'll make a second pylon or maybe some other building to block it. We'll see. Okay, it's actually the second cannon to block that first cannon.
Which is fine
it's hard. It's hard to get back to that back cannon. So it will finish. And look at that. Look at that.
Well, this is where you got to see what is Effort actually going to do here. He's trying to take down this pylon. He should be able to get in there, but the thing is, the two cannons are going to finish.
Now, the question is, will he cancel?
No, I don't think he will. Now, will the hatch cancel, I guess?
No. That's what I'm talking about. Will the hatch cancel? Yeah.
That's a much harder question. And I think the answer is yeah, you cancel here.
Wow, that was pretty sick.
We've seen this before. Oh, man.
That's so sick, actually. You got so many drones.
You know, and this wasn't even a hatch first. That's how good this location is for cannon rushes. And he doesn't actually cancel. So he might just be looking for the extra larva there. But all we have to see from SOS is a full wall-in.
This SOS should win from here if he doesn't make any serious mistakes. This is it's basic arithmetic. It's almost mathematically impossible for Zerg to catch up from here.
Yeah, he needs to finish his wall-in though. Well,
actually, this might be enough lings getting inside of the main.
That's a lot of lings. No doubt about it.
That's a lot of lings.
If 4 lings get in, you're in trouble. But this tasteless is 6. That's a lot of lings.
That's 2 more than 4.
And that's a lot more than 4.
That is, in this case.
Yeah.
Well, let's see how he micros his probes.
So, you know, a decent amount of damage being done by these lings so far. Not losing any, of course. A player with a micro like Effort, not likely to lose any. And
using the queen, the tank damage here. So, all right. Now these broodlings are going to be picked off, and it's really up to how much can these Zerglings delay the probes from mining more minerals. That's what we want to watch for here.
Well, I expect him to lose almost no lings. It's going to be very hard to kill any off. Good micro there, but he is delaying them a lot. Every time the probes move, that is missed minerals.
Yeah. Basically, for every second a probe is not mining, you lose 1 mineral. So, oh my God, this is getting really dirty.
I like this a lot.
This is actually slightly more risky than if he just expanded and played standard. He's going to do the second cannon rush. This is
yeah. The thing is, SOS is going for a victory, right? If he can cannon rush this hatch too, he wins.
Well said. Now the Zealot can come up here. He does not want to let that get surrounded, but no matter what, as long as he reduces the amount of damage the Zerglings can do to the probes, he should be in good shape.
Yeah.
Now, he has identified, or at least he will. Okay, he will now see that this cannon rush is underway. Now, this is lost time for SOS. SOS would have been better off under these circumstances just teching to get that starport up, or the robo if he wants to, depending on the kind of push he wants to do, and harass from there.
It was certainly, without any doubt, Tasteless, a risky maneuver. But, you can't blame someone in a best of one for just going for an instant victory, because as soon as those warp in, it's just like, leave the game.
Check and mate, my friend. When you get that second cannon rush up and pull it off.
And even though he may not lay down his queen, Tasteless, because Zerg doesn't have a king, of course. Wink.
Thanks, Tosis.
Yeah. Still, there's not going to be any recovering. But here,
there's no recoup from there.
It's definitely possible. This game is not over.
Stargate on the way. Now, this is definitely something Effort has dealt with, not just in StarCraft 2, but StarCraft 1 as well. This is actually a strat I used a lot in StarCraft 1 back before
Cannon rush into a Stargate?
Cannon rush into anything. If the cannon rush works, actually in StarCraft 1, you cannon rush into Goon Reaver and just push him from there.
That's right.
But this is a strategy, again, Effort's definitely dealt with before.
Yeah.
And if he handles this right, he can still pull off a win because SOS did the second half, the cannon rush on the second expand attempt and failed.
Yeah. Now, guys, don't forget that you can tweet at GomTV, and we might put your tweets up.
If your tweet's cool enough, we'll put it up.
Yeah. Bonus points in my mind if you mention myself and call me Tasteless.
I didn't think that Sentry was going to make it back there.
He was
I was like, we're going to find out if Keelings kill a Sentry. I'm about to learn.
Basically just not losing his Lings still. To have them still alive at this point is very nice. There's already Stargate units popping out, and he still has Lings running around.
People don't appreciate this, too. When you're actually managing everything in your base like Effort, not missing a beat, and you still have the Lings moving the entire time, efficiently denying your opponent from mining as efficiently as he could.
Exactly. Well, right now, we actually have a Nidus Worm on the way, Tasteless. And another queen as well, so he's going up to 4 queens. I think what we're going to see here is just a Roach queen push at the front, and the later this gets scouted, the harder it's going to be to hold.
Well, it'll depend on whether or not Effort opts to scout, SOS opts to scout Effort's base first or kill Overlords first.
Well, he's killing Overlords right now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, he's going to see it. Will he get the probes down in time? The Zealot, the Sentry now moving down. It's halfway complete. But again, the Nidus Worm is so fragile, and it will be kind of denied.
He gets some units out here, which can be helpful, but trying to throw down another Nidus Worm there. Nice surround on the Queen as well as the Roach.
Kind of an odd place to put that extra Nidus Worm. Again, the Nidus Worm going down again.
Well, this one is overkill. I feel like he should be at the front of the base at this point. No, I know, right? He should. That's right next to the units and probes.
That's right next to the battle that's actually happening.
Let's be real for a moment here, Effort. That one wasn't getting up. The other one I can forgive.
Well, also the second place one was weird because it was by the minerals, which is where he told the probes to go back and mine it.
Yeah.
So kind of a funny situation. All right, again, he can still win this. He has to break into the front.
Right now, this is not a lot of units, and there are a couple photon cannons, so they're going to hold him back a little bit. Without the full wall, though, all the slow Zerglings get in and start to surround. Don't forget, these 3 queens have a lot of transfusions.
All right. The Void Ray is here. Additional cannons coming up, but will they complete in time? Another round of Roaches is being produced. The Phoenix is coming here. They need to pick up these queens, and they do just that.
That's right. Now some transfuses going down. Realistically, you want to pick up the ones with the energy, so he messes that up slightly, but at the same time, Zealot's in the main base.
I guess he warped that in from that proxy pylon from the cannon rush. That's actually really smart.
Yeah. This is a really nice move because so many units are dedicated over on the other side of the map, and in fact, with so many queens, there's not even likely to be a queen there.
I think this actually just saved SOS the game.
Well, he's holding this pretty well, Tasteless, and it looks like the rush is completely over, and I do have to give a big lead to SOS after
I absolutely agree. If we could go back for a second, I don't know if after the first Nidus was denied, if it was smart to make the second Nidus inside the main.
I'm okay with the second, even though you're going to expect it, but the third?
The third,
no, Tasteless.
See, I wouldn't even done it with the second. I would have done it right, because here's the thing is everybody always makes the second Nidus in the main.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, just watch the mini-map. You're going to see the blip.
Yeah, I do agree.
And if you see it, you can kill it.
And, if he had put it maybe in front, he gets an attack there a little bit quicker, maybe does more damage. Hard to say.
All right. This is like a StarCraft 1 Nidus up here.
Yeah.
This is simply so he can cover his second base efficiently while still keeping his main base safe.
That is right. Well, we do have him taking a third base. Finally, it looks like this might... No, it's not going to get cleaned up because the Void Razor here, Tasteless. And SOS is going into Sky Toss from here. He's got that +1 air attacks as well as 2 more Stargates on the way. So, you know, if you're even against a Sky Toss, it can be hard to stop. But in this situation, I don't see it. I think SOS is in just a brilliant spot to take this game.
I agree totally. I think we're going to see Effort get tapped out here.
Yeah.
He's trying to micro back to these Spore Crawlers. He does not actually lose that one Void Ray. I thought he was. And again, taking out the Nidus here. There it is. GG.